Chimai, hello. I'm here to share with you 4 years of Echo Exchange. Throughout our history, people have gathered to share their culture and their stories.
Welcome, all nations from Alaska. Welcome.
This fostering of relationships built tolerance while enhancing individual identity and culture. This exchange was a slow process, constrained by challenges of language and of distance. Today, Echo combines the heart of these traditions with internet and new media, amplifying regional education and cultural outreach. All 6 institutions bridge differences between culture, generation, and geography, facilitating dialogue and cultivating understanding between individuals and distant communities. Echo impacts over 3 million people per year, including teachers, students, and lifelong learners.
I think it's important that we capture and document our elders and our culture and our language and our traditions, and so we have them. And that's really the driving force behind the project.
With 150 distinct accomplishments, it has generated over 1,500 exhibitions, events, and public programs. It has received 1.7 million web hits. Engaged 580,000 individual program participants. Reached over 1 million people through 26 published articles, news clips, and stories. Archived over 33,000 objects, images, and historical documents. Produced 35 documentaries on Indigenous and regional culture, art, and history, with several television broadcasts.
In many ways, break down boundaries,
and
explore commonalities,
we celebrate
and examine differences.
There is a tradition of sport that captures the spirit of America.
So thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
Is art simply the union of basic elements?
Once we have done the feasting here, then we'll have the continuation of the blanket toss. From there, we're going to have relearn their traditional ways.
We started collaborating right off the bat.
What we're celebrating is the bowhead whales that were caught this spring. In this case, we have 2, 3.
Served 244 individual schools with programs for 100,000 students.
Where are you from? I'm from Corss, Alaska, on Nunivak Island.
Reached 5,800 lifelong learners through non-school educational programs. Fostered 191 partnerships between community-based organizations. Empowered almost 600 interns with diverse backgrounds, with practical, on-the-job training.
The Museum Studies course was, I thought, a very enriching course. It introduced art to me, also the history and culture of Alaskans and Hawaiians.
I worked in interpretive programs with 3 other high school students, and it was a great experience. And before that, I I was so scared to do a tour and speak in front of people.
Supported 107 research fellows with access to partner collections. Hosted 366 teachers at teacher institutes, sharing native and local ways of life, while providing the tools to share their experiences with their students.
We only brought 3 buckets?
All real living is meeting. True meeting is a creative process involving active empathy.
This is clam soup, and the clams and braided clams are in there. No, that's the clam broth.
The dip to wash off the sand.
Yeah, those are scallops.
Clean it up. A few quahogs.
As populations expand and distance overcome, the exchange and appreciation of individual cultural identity is more essential than ever.
On a warm summer day in July of 2001, members of our 2 ancient native communities came together and soon realized that despite our physical separation, our people are very much alike.
The rate of technology today demands that educators and institutions continually provide innovative content through new media. ECHO is poised to further its appeal to national and international audiences through extensive outreach. It uniquely combines new technologies, cultural education, and community programming, with 4 years of developing relations and partnerships. With care, this cross-cultural unity will flourish for generations to come.
I think the most important thing learned here was camaraderie and the sharing of techniques of how to prepare and to use different materials. It's not necessarily that I would be making a Eskimo bracelet, but I think the technique of making the inlays and the binding together I can incorporate into what I would be doing.
I'm going to school next year and I want to study abroad as soon as I get a chance and go into another country. I want to go visit Tahiti. I want to go back to Hawaii and probably work at Pearl Harbor. So my whole entire way of looking at life has changed, and I think I'm going to do a lot more traveling and a lot more learning in the future.